Hello and welcome to Cindershadow Gaming. I'm your host Cindershadow, and today we're talking more Kaldheim spoilers. Well, Kaldheim is no short of interesting and exciting cards when it comes to Kaldheim. We've seen the counterspell for red that's come out. We've seen some color pie breaks, but today we're talking about some not so much color pie breaks as more of artifacts that are going to probably make things in any tribal deck absolutely be completely bonkers. And today I want to talk about Maskwood Nexus. For 4 mana, you get this artifact. Creatures you control or every creature type. It turns in your entire board into a changeling board, meaning anything that reacts for one tribal reacts for this. And it continues. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. So this means your hand, your library, your graveyard, everything you own is a changeling, which counts for every tribal out there. Then you get to tap it for 3 and tap it and create a 2/2 shapeshifter creature token with changeling. So it's also a mana sink token generator. So your first thought of this is probably going to go to elves. You put this in an elves deck and it's going to be absolutely insane because they have all the mana that you ever need to make this thing pump out creatures non-stop. With an elf tribal, they're probably going to be able to make mana. With everything else going on with that, they're going to be very big. This is the new elf ball card that's going to land in that. But within Kaldheim alone, we had another card get spoiled recently, and that was the World Tree. And the World Tree is kind of insane when you match it up with Maskwood Nexus. For a World Tree, it's a land. It enters the battlefield tapped. It's very strange it's not a legendary land, seeing it's the World Tree, and usually named cards are legendary, but they've since have started going away from that. When ultimately, if you have more than one of these on the board, it's not going to make or break or make any difference when it comes to gameplay. So there is that, and I can see why they didn't put legendary on it for that. However, when you have a named card like this that's got a true name and a purpose and a location, usually there is only one. And that was the purpose of it being legendary in the past. Things have changed with the legendary ruling. They seem to put it on things that don't belong, and then they seem to put it on things that really should have legendary, so it's very strange in that sense. However, this does still create green mana, straight up. Then as long as you control 6 or more lands you control have add 1 mana of any color. This also includes Fabled Passage, Evolving Wilds. Any non-basic land becomes any color land. So that makes it very much more interesting. Now, when it comes to its special ability where you can sacrifice this, it's 2 of each color mana. Then you sacrifice the World Tree. Search your library for any number of god cards, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So this with Maskwood Nexus, you now grab every creature in your deck because they all count as gods. That makes this absolutely bonkers. At least you've got to get up to 10 mana, but ramp is out of control in standard right now, so I do expect something to come out of this, where especially if you have like the ancient tree or whatever it is in green that triples your mana. There's other things that double your mana. So many things are ramping. I don't see 10 mana being a very difficult task. You're probably going to be able to do this by turn 5 or 6. That would be very game ending when it does come down to it. However, we do also have Containment Priests of the past, Kunaros, and for 2 mana you get an artifact. Non-land permanent cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. This is going to shut down the World Tree. Now, are you going to sit there and run 4 of these in a deck? Probably not. This might be a sideboard card, but even then, you don't want to plug up your sideboard with 4 of these. There is also Kunaros, which is, he's a white-black hound that stops things like this from happening. Containment Priest, like I said. So there is ways to stop this from happening. Is it enough? We're going to have to wait and see. The fallout of this set is going to be very interesting, and I hope to cover some of it when we do get a fallout from it altogether. Anyway, thanks for watching today. This has been pretty much our update on some of the Kaldheim spoilers that I'm finding interesting. Please stay tuned and subscribe down below if you want to see more of this. I am going to be covering as much as I can when I can. I'm trying to put up daily videos right now, even with my work schedule going forward. We've hit milestones, and I hope that we can continue hitting them. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time.